Happy Valentine's Day to you and yours. And if you're still single, Pringle, just continue to wait and pray that God will do a new thing in your life come next year. Don't mind me, I'm just kidding. And of course, I am Precious Chukudi, and everybody's been doing all these Valentine balls, and trust people, Sha. We've been seeing a lot of gifts though on social media, especially with our celebrities. They've been taking fantastic photos, you know, enjoying the whole red Valentine splendor. We can't even name names because there are just a lot of them. We have almost, yeah, but we can mention a few. I can see Maria Chike, um, a bunch of them, a lot of them basically having fun and enjoying themselves this Valentine period, as well as even Messi Ibe and Adesua, Tommy Wellington. I mean, she even had a poster. She said, "Bank at Banky W, you are unmatched." That I remember seeing somebody on Twitter say, "Don't you have his WhatsApp number? Why did you have to bring it on Twitter to prepare us? Like, we're tired." Also, we have Diadem, we have Bella Okakwe, beautiful picture, Tiana, and the rest of them, you know. Also, but I want to ask a very quick question, to those single Pringle out there, and also to the ones who claim to have a boo. If your boo has not posted your picture today, what is going on? I mean, Valentine's Day is almost over, and you're just telling you had the love of my life in the DM, and they are not professing it or showing it out there. What exactly is going on? Ask yourself. Ask yourself. Have you received any package today? But at the end of the day, I don't want you to pressure yourself because all these things are, I mean, you don't use just only one day to, show that you love someone. It is something you do like every day when you are in love. But then again, I mean, it's Valentine's Day and people tend to show love on this day. Wear red, go to fancy dinner, go out, send food to their partners. It could even be whatever, even call people to serenade them. Just like we're going to see a video of Timmy Dakolo actually serenading a past pastor Yemi's wife, Yemi Davis. Let's see that video.
Happy. Let's go Valentine so bad. We're about to get this done. Okay, you ready? Say I get see when I'm far away from you for so long. And you sleep when I can't reach you on the phone. It just killing me, baby. If my heart go ginger and shake body, see I promise you, you go chop money. Man. The love will give you I'm not sorry, you're the queen that owns my heart. The crown upon my head, essence of my life. Oh, do you know the more? Say, Obi Mo. I just look over my phone. Obi Mo. Hey. Now, Chuku, I can't see go. Said I don't know much. But I know I love you. Say that may be all I need to know. So don't tell me it's not what you're looking for. I can't help it, 'cause now that I want more, you know this to you. Everything I do it for you. Woo! Thank you. Congrats.
Pictures.
I don't know if you're looking at the cover.
Okay. I didn't know you can laugh like this. What's like this?
The one again, you left it. So it's
Oh my god, love, this people, these lovers, they want to put single pringle people. Come on, wetin be this? Eh? Say we no find love, we go come dey like this. Hey, single Pringle, how are you guys coping? How are you enduring this hard condition? It's bad enough that there is fuel scarcity. It's bad enough that you don't have money. You have money, but you cannot access your money. And then these people are still tensioning us with love because today is Valentine's Day. What did you do? Eh? Who did you even piss off? Eh? For you not to even have somebody to be showing you this kind of love on Valentine's Day. This is too much. I can't take it anymore. I feel bad for the single community. But then again, let's take this one from DJ Copy. She had posted, of course, it's still the single Pringle thingy. And she says every single day is Valentine's Day with this one at Ryan Taylor. And she's referring to her boyfriend or her husband to be. And then she takes a screenshot of a message that he sent to her saying, I am you, you are me. Why are you jealous of you, blood? And she laughs. Wow. Hey, who go tell us this one now? Who go tell us this one? All right, let's move away from these Valentine people. But before we move away, yes, let me say something to the single Pringle community. So if you know that you have nobody in this time to actually, enjoy Valentine with, you actually have people. Yeah, you do have people. Yes, I mean, you have family, you have friends. It's not necessarily that it has to be a member of the opposite sex. No, you can, celebrate with your family. Yeah, you can send gifts. You don't have to be the one receiving. You can also send to someone who you really value, someone who has done something very beautiful, in your life and all of that. You can send it to them as well. Yeah, you don't have to feel sad. You can also watch movies, if you're just at home alone. You can decide to take yourself out. It doesn't necessarily need to be with someone. You're also showing love to yourself. I mean, what greater love, greater love can this be if you don't show love to yourself? All right, so let's move ahead and talk about this one. And of course, we're talking about the Olu of Worry. So there's a video online that is trending, it's been trending, yeah, of, the Olu of Worry alighting from an airplane. And, he had like elderly people who were bowing down to him while he walks the red carpet. The woke generation on Twitter, they just feel like, why should, an old man be bowing down to the love worry? Why should people? And I'm like, who are these people? We should know before now that we respect our obas, we respect our olus, we respect, our royal highnesses. Why is this up for a conversation? Why is this up for a debate? We're not supposed to be having conversations on some certain things, and this is one of those things. But let me take some of the tweets that some of these people are saying, and this is from Odinaka. Odinaka says, you won't bow to Alafia Boyo, Oba Obini, Olo of Worry, when you meet them in person. Okay now, Bode Thomas. This is from Irunia, says, English people bow before the Queen of England, and you call it culture? When Nigerians bow before Olof or you call it oppression, some of you people don't use your brain. When you enter his palace, bring out your hand to shake him, make them cut him for you. And this is from Krypton Guy says, when it comes to bowing and worshipping their monarchs, the British and every other country that still has kings and queens have no issues. But in Nigeria, people forming woke simply because Peter Obi and Obasanjo knelt while greeting the Olofori, fake culture will kill you all. This is from Papa Riri says, Arabs both old and young bow to their kings, Asians both old and young bow to their emperors, the Brits both old and young bow to their queen, but black folks be acting civilized and uncultured while they see their kings. My king is Olu of Warri Kingdom, Ogiame Atuwa said third. And it just goes on, and people keep talking about the king. The king is like a conversation. I don't know why, you know. And I'm like, Mom, now they calm down. This is not a topic. This is not a topic. So let's move ahead from these people and then talk about, of course, the Supreme Court. It's trending. And we are now hearing that 200 naira notes, 500 naira notes, and 1,000 naira notes are no longer legal tenders. And this is coming from when the Supreme Court said, you guys can carry on, you know, until we have an agreement with the CBN, which is supposed to be tomorrow. And, the CBN had originally fixed January 31st as, the deadline for old notes to be in circulation, but extended it in response to pressure from Nigerians. However, before the February 10th deadline, Kogi, Kaduna, and Zamfara State approached the Supreme Court seeking that the CBN be restrained going ahead with the deadline. Now, the court answered their prayers and adjourned the case to February 15th. However, there has been silence on the part of the apex bank since the court gave its ruling. Now, the silence threw Nigerians into confusion on the state of the old notes, which were widely rejected but accepted in some places. Commenting on the development in a chat with journalists, CBN brand controller in Bauchi, Haladu Idris Andaza, said the old notes were no longer legal tenders. Hmm. I'm waiting we no go see for this country. Like just when you're celebrating something, you hear another thing again. Now, wow. Let me tell you some of the tweets of what people are saying on this whole old notes no longer legal tender. From Tobility of Lagos, it says, banks, patrols rejecting old notes sounds normal, but courts rejecting old notes still baffles me. Does it mean the judiciary doesn't believe in the judgment of the Supreme Court? Nigeria is a joke, I swear. And this is from Kemi Ariya, says, courts, they also disobey the judgment of the Supreme Court. This from Tayo Williams says 200, 500, and 1,000 naira notes are now illegal tenders. For those with the illegal tender, you were warned. Buhari government disobeyed ECOWAS courts. Disobeying its own Supreme Court is the least of its concern. And of course, this one is from Adamu Gabatu. It says, so in Nigeria, the banks, private businesses would have the guts to disobey the Supreme Court of Nigeria, the third tier of government with 100% independence and final jurisdiction about the law of the land. So banks can declare old naira not legal tender even above highest. This is from Farouk Perik. He says, based on the Supreme Court ruling over the past few years, especially in the past few days, the person who steals the bananas owns them, particularly if the thieves can recognize that the Supreme Court is not Father Christmas and asks for justice by gracing the palm of a few justices. Hmm. Um, so as it stands now, if you have the old notes, I think you should just quickly take it to the bank because you don't even understand what is going on. One moment is like you guys can continue to use your old note. Next moment is like, it's no longer legal tenders anymore. And it's a very big problem because the new Naira note is not in circulation. I mean, my people, how you guys coping? Like there is no cash. It's so hard. Some people can't even feed in this time. This is a whole lot. This is actually a whole lot. It feels like the central bank didn't even think about it, before doing whatever they wanted to do. It just feels terrible. All right, let's take a look at this one from Nedu. Nedu has been in the news of late. He's been yarning his 2 cents on what exactly he thinks, women are doing. And I'm like, guy, it takes two to tango. I mean, only women they do all these things. Please let's see this video. We'll be right back.
Girls, what then they do these days? I see all this Gen Z. Most of them are poor. They cannot date a guy that cannot give them a particular lifestyle. These girls will come have like 10 guys. Now this man they pay in rent. Now this man they pay a fueling car. Now this man when they want collect heavy, we go shaking leg.
Now this one they pay
this
for
man go
vacation.
shaking leg. 80% of the rent for like it.
Right, let's take some of the tweets on what people are saying on this Nedu matter. Hey, while I no come too much. And this is from Santorini. He says, we know why you all have turned against anything you do, says or does. Election will pass and everyone will soon come back to their senses. This is from Maspa. Say, at this point, Nedu's incessant tantrums towards women engaging in transactional sex is giving bitter intel energy. Because if it were for moral reasons, he would also be dragging the men involved. But no, he's focused only on the women because they are the ones turning him down. This from Nicola says the way his ex-wife treated Nedu must have damaged something inside of Nedu beyond repair. Because how is it that anytime he sits in front of a mic, he has one disparaging thing or two to say about women? Dude should be attending therapy sessions to fix himself and not podcasting. And this is from Billy Key says, Nedu should just post his account details or start a GoFundMe. He's clearly operating from a place of hunger. This is from Daniel Rega says, Nedu keeps criticizing women and most times belittles them during his podcast, but almost never faults men. Hypocrites like him keep talking trash talking about one gender, forgetting that it takes two to tango. Men aren't saints either. Many of them are being bankrolled by wealthy women. And this is from Ebele says, in Nedu's next life, he will hold God's leg to ensure he returns as a bad bee. That's the. Let me take this one from Nika. Nika says, can a man plus fund Nedu's rent so he can allow us here what? Like, Nedu allow us here what now? To be a woman as seen, I've been a crime. I think every time he's always coming for women back to back. I can't even wonder say it's the happen. It takes two to tango. The men are also the ones who are bankrolling some of these women that you're always, saying in your stories. Call them out. Don't be leaving it at the bulk of the woman. They are doing this one for a lady. They are like it's beginning to look like you have issues. You have women issues. All right, that's all we can take today on what's trending. Also, remember that you want to find out today's stories. You can go to our website www.vanguardnj.com to find out more. Our social media platforms are also showing on your screen. I am your girl, Precious Chukiri, and thank you for watching. Have a fantastic Valentine's Day. Peace.